I'm Matt Radwell's LLC. This is Radwell's TV, and I'm gonna show off my 1977 Volkswagen Rabbit. It's got some cool mods and stuff I want to pinpoint here to show how to get a car this low and still ride pretty good and look cool. So when I originally built the car, I took another car apart for the motor. I painted the bay. It was going to be a very show quality, beautiful bay, but my paint prep wasn't the greatest, and then I also really drove it and beat the crap out of it over the years, having fun with the car. So the bay is looking a little bit more like the car itself than I had intended initially. Talking about the header, I got inspired by Jamie Fagan's car at Edition 38 in 2013 and always wanted to build one, so I did my own version for the 8 valve. It looks great, but I also do think it improves the performance. I haven't had the car dyno to see what it's making, but you can definitely tell a difference in the butt dyno. The car scoots pretty good, but that was one of the things I wanted to incorporate in it, as well as making it as low as possibly can be, but still function as a car. Because as I was talking about in the first video, the extended strut mounts and stuff, like they solved certain problems, but package that all into one bolt-on suspension piece was the ultimate goal. So basically I've narrowed the track width of the front of the car with custom control arms and the Rad Slam suspension system. You do have to shorten your axles as well, but we'll show some of that in the control arms that are on it, because it's all custom stuff you wouldn't actually see when you look at it. You have to really get under there and check it out. So that's what we'll do next. So when I built this suspension, I wanted to run a very specific set of wheels, and they needed to have adapters on them to fit. So for the Porsche cookie cutters in all 15x7, the front track width is too wide. And the best way to get the wheels to fit is to shorten everything up and make the track width match the rear. So that was the first order of business. When I made the control arms, I didn't want to use the ball joint extenders or anything like that, so I figured I'd move the ball joint up 4 inches, which is a little extreme because you can't really go up from there. You're at full low all the time to have the ball joint be nice and flat. But that was the goal of these control arms, was to just keep it low all the time. So with the custom control arms on this one, I'm going to be teaming up with Sam at STG and probably offering some more mid-range control arms to give a ball joint correction to them depending on how low you are. After figuring out I wanted to shorten the track width in the front to match the rear, get the wheels on there, the axles had to be shortened, and then you can also run a tie rod flip kit. I actually bought mine from North Precision, pretty nice piece, but I think I also had to shorten up a little bit of the inner tie rods as well to make it all work and align. But having the ball joint recentered, especially after running it the other way, where if you don't do anything, it just bottoms out the ball joint and you can't go anywhere. So there's no suspension movement at all left. But being this low and then having almost full travel, the car rides a lot better. Once I got the control arms and everything, I ran the Porsche wheels for a while, and then I ended up switching them up to these Riles. It's pretty cool to see them fit on there. They're 15x7 ET12, and if you don't shorten everything in the front, they will not fit on the front of the car whatsoever. They'll be poking out. So to get these on there with the dish on them, I thought was pretty cool. You know, there's not many other of these sets of wheels out there. I'm kind of like a wheel nerd when it comes down to that. Like, anyone can get their hands on some, you know, cool 3-pieces nowadays, but finding like the old school 1-piece wheels, I think is pretty neat. How neat is that? It's pretty neat. The first version of this motor was in my Scirocco, and it had the original, I think it actually had a Passat intake on it, which looks great. But I was getting to the point where I wanted to build something different, and so this is version 1 of my short runner intake manifold. It's done a little differently, it's a little longer, but that combined with the header, and then it's got a 272 cam and a 272 TT matching chip. Haven't gotten it on the dyno yet, but the new style intake manifold on Aaron Scirocco with the same cam and chip made 110 on the dyno, and I'm hoping that with the swoopy header in there, and whatever that's doing, because I'm not like a scientist knowing how vortexes and stuff swirls in there, but it's got to be doing something because it feels good. So hopefully we'll actually have some real dyno numbers to see if it's making a difference, which I think it is. So we'll get some science behind that, and then we'll actually know what's going on. But not only does it look cool, I do think it improves performance considerably. And then onto the valve cover. It's actually a valve cover off of a 2-liter AEG Mark IV, and I just shaved the tower off of it because a lot of the valve covers out there that are really cool from the race world are really expensive, so I had to make my own to get the look that I wanted. Then everybody goes, well, where do you put your oil? And I'm like, I got you guys. I made a piece that's an actual oil fill right here, so you can fill the oil up, and then you don't have to entertain the questions of where do you put it. But yeah, it's got to go in there somewhere. Putting it through the dipstick sucks. I've tried it. So I actually have been working on getting them ready to go for sale. I have parts, I just haven't fully executed, so that's another product that'll be coming, the oil fill, in case you want to run a valve cover without one. So the main goal for this thing was to build something fun, and you could hop in it, turnkey, and go low as shit, and just look cool, drive it around, and fully accomplish that with this thing. Like, it's something I never think twice about, just hopping in and going wherever I want, or going to a show. It's down to the point where there's not too many other things that I want to touch on it, like maybe spruce up the interior, stock from 1977 pretty much. I'd love to add pop-out windows. As it sits now, I'm real happy with how it came out, and I've been just enjoying the fuck out of it. It's been, a long time I've had it, and, it's one of my favorites. So thanks for watching Rad Belts TV, a Static Edge production.
Then I'm gonna come to your house and I'm gonna eat all the food in your fucking fridge. That's a threat. Yeah, like this shit. Share it with your friends. Tell your mom, tell your dad, tell everybody. Let them know. We're building cool shit. South Pottstown. Subscribe for more. Subscribe, man. It feels weird to say, but check out the channel. We'll have more stuff coming, and it's never gonna end unless we die. Video every hour, every minute of the day. Oh wait, what are we doing?